Alright guys, I'm starting a new challenge on this channel, and the challenge is to sew pillowcases, sell them until I'm able to buy this machine here, the Juki TL 2300 Sumato sewing machine. This is a machine I wanted to have for a very long time. I've been looking at it until this day. As soon as I give you the back end story, then you'll be able to understand fully why I'm doing this challenge. You see, take a look at this here. These are materials. These are cotton fabrics. We've got lime green, we've got forest green, we've got yellow, we've got this is brown, I think. That is anthracite. That is blue. You see, I've got a lot of these things. Yes, sometimes it happens like this when you're starting out, you want to test different things. I really bought a lot of materials. This is just a few. If you go behind, there are still a lot of materials right there under the table right there. I don't know if you can see it. There are 2 bundles of materials. These were materials I bought before life became very busy, and sometimes when life becomes really busy, you never ever have time to do the things that you actually wanted to do. I've always sewn pillow covers and I've always sewed them. Sometimes I just did it as a hobby and it has always worked very well. But then when life became so busy, I never ever had time again, and all these materials I ever had, I just left them somewhere. And sometimes when I look at them, I'm like, you mean I actually bought these things and I'm just looking at them every day? They're accumulating dust. Never ever had time to go back to them until I realized that, look, this is a hobby of mine. This is something I love doing. I get a lot of joy when I get materials. Doesn't matter where. When I sit down, sometimes it's just a way for me to brain dump, you know, if you understand what I mean. Sometimes you get so stressed, and some people do a lot of stuff just to unwind. For me, one thing I kind of do when I want to unwind is just to get a material like this. It could be cotton, it could be linen, it doesn't matter, and just sew a new project. Makes me kind of feel happy because all my teenage life has always been sewing. We had a very big sewing institute way back, and then we had people learning to sew from us. We had a lot of customers. As things became very busy, never ever had time to go back to all these things. But quite recently, I realized that if I could just have a machine in my bedroom, perhaps it's going to really help me to do some of these little projects. And exactly what I actually needed was this Juki TL 2300 Sumato machine. I looked it up. I felt like this is a machine that I would love to use. Currently, I have a Juki DD. I'm not so sure of the model right now. I'm just going to show you on B-roll. The problem with this is that it's an industrial machine. I really cannot keep it in my bedroom, and it's just so bulky. I felt like the Juki TL 2300 is the machine I would like to have, and then something clicked in my brain that, look, I just don't want to go all out and buy this machine. I have to really put myself under some really strict discipline to raise the money I need for this project. And this was exactly when it occurred to me that yes, that you already have materials lying around, you can actually begin to do what you already know how to do best, which is to sew pillow covers and then sell them until I'm able to raise the money to buy this machine. Currently, when I checked on Amazon, it's about 1,800 euros, and I was like, okay, I don't really have the budget for this right now, but I know that with these materials I have right here, all these materials, I should be able, if I put myself under very strict discipline, to sew good pillow covers and sell them on a platform. It doesn't matter the platform now, but given that I'm an eBay person, I'm generally going to just stay with eBay as a platform. I already understand how the platform works. I'm going to go ahead and create a very good and appealing offer, and I'm going to put myself under strict discipline to do whatever it takes to make sure that I sew all these pillow covers until I'm able to raise a substantial amount of money to buy the Juki TL 2300 sewing machine. You see, as soon as I got this idea, I went onto eBay and I checked how many pillowcases were being sold on a given day. I was shocked, guys. I was literally shocked to see that there are people that sell hundreds of pillow covers every day. Just 100 different sizes. It doesn't matter what size it is. It could be 40 centimeter by 40 centimeter. It could be 50 by 50. It could be 60. It doesn't matter what size it is. There are people killing it right now, selling pillow covers on a platform like eBay. I'm going to be sharing with you later on serious data that gave me also this motivation to want to do this. There's a lot of advantages. I will be able to show you guys like something that you can actually do to make money. I'm going to document the process of me doing all this, like from cutting these materials, from listing them on the platform, from physically make sure that I end up sewing them, and not only sewing them, selling them, not only selling them, also selling them for profit, because it's one thing to sell these things, it's another thing to also make profit. So this is the benefit that this challenge is going to bring. First, it's going to help me personally to make sure that all these materials I have lying around, they are all gone. They are like sewn into what they were intended to be, which are pillow covers. And it's going to also help me to show you the back end of how a business is actually built, because this thing I know that is going to sell. I've done it before many years years ago. I understand the complications. I understand how difficult it is to actually get good quality fabrics, to actually make sure that they are sewn properly in such a way that the customer will see them and not be disappointed with them. So I'm going to be showing all these things. I'm going to be showing you everything from listing to packaging to sending these things, physically shipping them out, documenting how much profit I'm making as we go along, and ultimately raising the money that we need to buy this beautiful machine. Quick disclaimer, I already know how to sew, but for you out there, if you're not subscribed to the channel, one good thing that you might actually pick out from this challenge is that at the end of this challenge is very certain that you will know how to sew pillow covers, you will know how to source for fabrics, you will know how to list them on a platform like Etsy, on a platform like eBay. You actually know how to sell them, calculate your profits, and ultimately do whatever you want to do with the profit that you're going to generate from this whole thing. So it's going to be my own experience, my own challenges. I'm going to be documenting it, and definitely you will be able to learn a thing or two. It doesn't necessarily mean that every day I'm going to be selling stuff, but as soon as an item sells, I'm going to be documenting how the whole thing was set up. In the next few days, I'm definitely going to be creating several listings for pillow covers, different sizes on eBay. I'm going to be taking a look at my Etsy shop. Yes, I used to have an Etsy shop. These are all abandoned projects. I don't know where the password is. I really don't even know how to get back to the shop, but definitely I'm going to be making sure that I reactivate it, because the intention is just to make sure that these whole materials are made into pillow covers and they are listed on several platforms. Doesn't matter where it is, on TikTok, on Etsy, on eBay, because I just have to raise this money to buy this machine. Personally, I don't have a budget to just throw at this machine because I don't want it to be another white elephant project. So I'm going to put myself under serious pressure. Sewing this stuff, all these things that you see here, I'm going to sew them up and make sure that they are sewed. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do go ahead and do so, because in this way you can actually be notified when I post a new video on YouTube, and you can actually get to see exactly how this challenge is going. So do yourself a favor, subscribe to the channel, click on the notification bell, and until I see you again, peace.